Hiya and welcome back to Green Hill Gaming, where I share my passion of video games with the whole wide world. In this live stream I'll be playing Resident Evil Village. So sit back, relax, grab your Chris Redfield action figure. But as always, and more importantly, enjoy the live stream. Which I will now get up and running on my phone, as I always do, so I can interact with my lovely, lovely viewers. Parker, welcome back. Message retracted. Nonetheless, Parker, welcome back to Green Hill Gaming. How are you keeping? Okay, he's just completely gone. Oh, he's back. Take two. Parker, welcome back to Green Hill Gaming. How are you doing? How's your Sunday going? Glad you're keeping well, Parker. You are very welcome to my Resident Evil Village live stream. Hope you enjoy. Good. I'm glad you're keeping good. Now, I know I'm after restarting this game so many times, but just ignore that. Pretend this is your first time seeing Resident Evil Village on Green Hill Gaming. The Village of Shadow.
Long ago, a young girl went with her mother to pick berries for her father, who was hard at work. But the forest greeted them with a dark, cold silence, the bushes empty. Yet determined to find the berries, the rascal broke free from Mother's grasp and vanished into the trees. Mother's worried cries faded fast as the girl ran on, over vine and under branch, and into the forest deep. Feeling strange eyes upon her, the girl recalled Mother's scary bedtime tales, and her throat became bone dry. Then the Bat Lord appeared. He greeted her warmly and bit his own wing. "Come, child, quench your thirst," he said. So she drank the thick, dark blood and smiled with joy. Passing through the graveyard, menacing storm clouds loomed, and the air turned bitingly cold. The girl was shivering in her thin clothes. Then a dark weaver appeared, and with a clip of his fingers crafted mist into a beautiful dress. "Come, child, warm yourself," he coaxed. So she clothed herself and smiled with joy. Across waters deep and ominous she went, hoping a boat she found would carry her home. But hunger's grip tightened and her heart grew heavy. Then the Fish King appeared and offered one of his many fins. "Come, child, eat your fill." So the girl ate and smiled with joy once more. Continuing on, she soon entered the forest's dark heart. Then an iron steed appeared, bearing a beautiful golden gear. The creature said nothing as the girl approached and snatched what she thought was another gift. The horse grew angry and summoned the other monsters. Terror filled the girl's heart as the wild wind rose around the beasts. Suddenly, a witch appeared, dark yet regal. "Gifts we gave, but more you took," she snarled. "So more in turn is due." In a blink, the girl was trapped inside a mirror. There. She's asleep.
What is with the creepy story? She's only 6 months old.
Woman at the store said it was traditional. A local tale. Besides, Rose doesn't seem to mind.
Because she doesn't understand it. Thank God. We moved here so that she wouldn't have to deal with any of that, remember?
There's nothing wrong with my memory. You're just being paranoid.
It's not... Never mind. I'm sorry. But I'm not paranoid. I'm just cautious.
Then, go cautiously take your daughter to bed. I'll finish dinner.
It's okay, Rose. Your mother doesn't want to remember it. I can't blame her.
Okay, live chat time.
Did you say
Supon.
something?
Nothing. I'll put her down.
I was talking to the live chat. Mia, shut up. Or should I say, Miranda. Live chat. Supon, my boy, you are very welcome to Green Hill Gaming. As always, how are you doing, Supon? How is your Sunday night going? Technically, it's actually Monday where you're from. But nonetheless, how are you doing? Hope you're keeping well, and I hope you enjoy my live stream of Resident Evil Village. So with the introduction out of the way, let's read the comments. Play Village of Shadows. Not right now, but it'll be. I think I did try Village of Shadows one time. It's brutal difficulty, really is. I might do it again sometime. Where's my wife, chat reader? No computer voice, no chat reader, because I find it extremely distracting. I'd rather just read the comments in my own time and see them in my own time. I don't want them popping up on my TV screen. I don't want to be hearing this computer voice in my ear every 2 seconds. That's just the way I prefer things. But sorry for any inconvenience caused. I'm shocked. My stomach doesn't feel well. My favourite character in Better Call Saul died. Oh, there's nothing worse when your favourite character in a show dies. 4K monsters. Did you know that? Did you actually? I presume you know, Supon. But the Village of Shadows story, that story at the start, actually foreshadows, no pun intended, the events of the actual game. Those monsters actually represent the four lords of the village. And obviously the girl is more, you could say it's kind of like Rose in a way. That's interesting. Then Big Witch. So Lady D is the vampire. The horse with the gear is Heisenberg. That weird fish monster is I forget his name. Poor guy. Forgot his name. So yeah. Then the baby slept because her mum's a bitch. Then Ethan always as complaining about everything. Ethan is just worried for the safety of his daughter Rose. Okay, and Mia being technically Miranda. Stop. Ethan think to himself, maybe I should hang her or divorce her. Man, he should have divorced her the second he saw her in that crazy state back in Louisiana. Sorry, Parker. No, he didn't do anything. Stop what? Comment away. Comment away, Supon. There's no hassle. Village of Shadows ain't brutal. You should see Inferno mode for Resident Evil. It is brutal difficulty, no. Yeah, I know. I knew it was foreshadowing because I knew there was four lords. Yep. I have every hat and bug snacks. Well done, Parker. Every hat. I didn't get all the hats now at all, so well done there, Parker. The first big fish moor. Awesome, Parker. Awesome indeed. All 23 of them. Good stuff, Parker. Good stuff. No, I'm not going to do what I always do. I'm not going to obsess over the fantastic visuals and investigate every single thing in the house.
That book's too scary for you.
Not this time. Not this time.
Almost there, honey.
I will read the email though on the laptop. I do like reading that document. Well, technically it's an email. February 6th, 2021. Oh, that's not actually a different thing. Doesn't matter. I'll read certain documents. So this is Rosemary Winters' kind of like medical report. So the part I pay attention to is her screenings. So her hearing, her vision, her touch reflex test, all results show no issues, and the patient is in good health. However, results for additional fungal pathogen tests will be provided by the BSAA, Applefield Memorial Hospital. But it's pretty much confirmed that Rose Winters has the muticid, the fungus inside of her. She is infected. She's essentially a biological weapon. Goodbye, Parker. Well done again on getting all hats and bug snacks. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Thank God, no need, Yanni, talk like we didn't know anything about the game. No offense. I know that, Supon. I just like to make the live stream as entertaining as I can. I just like to talk about the game. Like, I like the game, I like the game story, I like the games. It's not me acting like you don't know anything about the game. But to be fair, there is people who will join the live stream who don't know about the game, so you have to take those people into consideration as well. But I know what you mean. Bye, Parker. Have a good day / night. She's fat. She's heavy and fat. You mean evening then. I don't know what time is there where you're from. BSAA, more like a bit. Yeah, I love that you talk. So yeah, I just like to talk about the game. Really, I love the fact that, like, Rose Winters is actually, this newborn baby, but she's essentially a biological weapon. Apart from Sherry Birkin, and yeah, it's very rare to see, like a biological weapon in the form of this newborn baby,
Rose is fine.
Now, what can I just do one thing before I kickstart the main game? I just think it's very interesting that, see this monkey teddy bear.
Well, hi there, little Rose.
And this scrapbook. Now, I'm not going to go downstairs, but there's a bottle of wine downstairs as well. Those three objects, the monkey teddy bear, the scrapbook, not the exact scrapbook,
but this forever.
But a scrapbook and a bottle of wine, appear, very blatantly appear, like once Ethan arrives at the village. Now, bear in mind, Ethan is actually, spoiler alert, he's actually technically medically dead. He's medically dead. He's brought back to life with the fungus, the mold. So he's a biological weapon, essentially. I wonder, does that affect what he sees around him? I wonder. But it makes me feel, and that actually offends me. Can I be honest with you, Supine? When you say something like that, it actually offends me. That it makes you bored. That I'm actually making you bored right now. Like, you're just straight up saying that I'm boring you. If I'm boring you, then go play some Fortnite. I don't know. Time for bed, exactly. Go to bed or something. I don't know. If I'm boring you, then why are you here? Rose Winter is like 11 from Stranger Things in my theory. Please don't compare. I'm not against Stranger Things, but just please. I know what you're trying to say, but just I don't want to even just go there, to be honest with you. But she is a Rose. She is a superhero, kind of. Okay, well, actually, she's a biological weapon, is what she is. Give the voice actor a raise for this. Even though the acting from the script is terrible, I think I respect your opinion, but I completely disagree with it. I think the voice acting is fantastic in this. I think the acting in the script is fantastic. This is one of the best stories ever told in a Resident Evil game, in my opinion. Ethan telling Chris, "What the hell are you doing?" And he is stealing her baby. And Chris says, "Ethan's like a dog." No. And he is like, okay. Well, he's not. He's completely traumatized by the fact that Chris Redfield, who he saw as a friend, somebody who helped him, survive the Louisiana incident, shows up at his house in the middle of the night, shoots what he thinks to be his wife to death, steals his baby. I think he's a little bit traumatized to actually fully respond to what's going on around him. That's why he didn't get up and, start punching Chris like Chris punches boulders. So it's actually very believable why he would be in that state. So I didn't mean to offend you. Well, you did, but it's okay. People are so dumb they think Ethan's healing powers are limited. It's not limited. He died because he. Yeah, he's basically the same as Jack Baker, except he doesn't have he didn't mutate as much as Jack Baker did, but he does have the his limbs can grow back. That's why.
If I don't get her to bed soon.
Okay, let's borrow the bed. That's why his hand can grow back.
Keep your mother waiting. She's scary when she's angry.
This is hands down the best looking Resident Evil game ever made. I remember when I played the remake of Resident Evil for the first time and Resident Evil 0 on the GameCube, and I remember saying to myself, "Oh my God, the graphics are amazing." At the time, those were the best looking Resident Evil games. But when I played this game for the first time, when I laid eyes on this game, I was and still am blown away by the visuals.
There you go, sweetheart. Don't you worry. I'll be right downstairs. Daddy won't let those weird fairy tale monsters get you.
Don't even mention the ball. We all know how that went last time, Supon. We won't go there. Now, I just want to pause for just a little while, and just acknowledge what I believe to be the best story ever told in a Resident Evil game. That is the villain right there. That is the bad, I said bad guy, but bad woman in the game. That is the final boss. That is the final boss. The game opens up with you in the same room as the final boss of the game. That is Mother Miranda in the disguise of Mia Winters, because of how advanced of a biological weapon that the Munimycet is, that she can literally transform into anything and anyone she wants. I just think that is one hell of a twist, for a Resident Evil story. I think it's fantastic. I really do think it's fantastic. No, Ethan isn't regrowable back. He has to put severed hand back when it was cut. Yeah, but that's just from the gameplay point of view. But he has revitalization capabilities, the same as Jack. Jack is regrowable. He's the same. They were both infected, Supon. Ethan and Jack are both infected by the same fungus, by the same mold. It's just that they react differently. Jack fully transformed into a monster, whereas Ethan somehow remained, kept his human side of things. Jack is Miles, kill the bad guy, get the Chicago typewriter. Coulson, hello, hi Johnny, did you see the Ori Village DLC? It's fake. Don't buy into that. You told me last week that Silent Hill was confirmed for the PlayStation Plus Premium, and it was wrong. I'm not holding you personally accountable for that. I'm just saying, don't believe everything you hear on the internet. It's fake. It's just somebody trying to get attention. It's fake. Don't listen to that. Don't listen to that. It's fake. fake, 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 fake. As Supon says, fake. But nonetheless, Coulson, you are very welcome back to Green Hill Gaming. Hope you're doing well. Are you keeping well? Are you? Nonetheless, hope you enjoy my live stream of Resident Evil Village. There's no guessing about it, man. It's fake, like. It's fake, like, unless it's official from either Sony, PlayStation, or Capcom. It's fake. Somebody claiming to know something, it's just fake. Just finished a baby reveal party. Ah, interesting. Nice. What was it? Was it a boy? Was it a girl? Is that politically correct in today's world? Was it an it? Was it a they? The DLC name doesn't seem right. It's just made up bullshit. Congrats on 6. Thank you so much, Coulson. And remember, you are one of those subs. So I don't look at my subs as numbers. I look at them as actual people like yourself, Coulson. So thank you for being one of those subscribers. Much appreciated. Baby reveal party, what are those? It was a boy. Ah, lovely. 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 Shall you unsub Johnny to get him to 599 joke? I would never do that. I actually have 601 subs. That's what it's saying here anyway. That's what I'm seeing right here. 601 subs. So I still have 600 subs. I have one less annoying motherfucker by the name of Supon. Joe.
Is she okay?
Sleeping like a baby. That smells good. What's that?
Oh, hands off, mister. It's ciorba de legume. It's a local recipe.
Wow, you've gone full native, haven't you?
Local wine, too. But if you're gonna keep sulking all evening, maybe you shouldn't have any. You really have to stop worrying.
10 off 200.
It's just finding you.
2 great
Louisiana,
milestones for us.
Pregnancy, Chris moving us here, military training, it all happened so fast.
Oh, you're 10 away from 200. Nice one, Coulson. You'll get there in no time. What are baby reveal parties?
Now,
Oh,
everything's gonna
they're
be...
done
Think we can just forget about what happened
differently.
in Louisiana?
It happened so long
Depending.
ago.
You Romanians.
I don't understand why you are so...
What happened?
Mia!
I
get
love
down.
this scene. I absolutely love this scene.
Mia!
Now pay attention, Supon. Ethan is witnessing what he believes to be his wife, the woman he loves, the mother of his child, being brutally gunned down in front of him.
Oh, God.
He is absolutely terrified, bro. He's traumatized. And look who it was. Chris Redfield.
Chris? What the hell?
Who he believes to be a friend.
No!
And he finishes her off right in front of him.
Why?
He's shocked. He's traumatized. He's terrified. What is this? This is Chris Redfield doing this. What is going on? He's thinking to himself. This is the guy who helped me survive the Louisiana incident. Why is he doing this? And look.
Go move!
Your daughter.
All clear. Rose? What the hell are you doing with my daughter?
Package secure, sir.
Take him away.
I said get your hands off her!
And also,
No.
he is surrounded by his men. So it's not like he can fight back. He just been knocked to the ground by one of Chris's men. He's half unconscious. He's shocked. He's traumatized. He's not going to get up and go Conor McGregor on his fucking ass, is he? It's a believable story, Supon. It's one of the best stories ever told in Resident Evil. I wanted to know what the hell Chris was doing. When I saw that in the trailer for the first time, all I wanted to know was, what the hell is going on? Why is Chris doing this? The story of Resident Evil 7, of Village, has captivated me since the reveal trailer. Now, I know you're entitled to your opinion, but I am as well. And I think it's one of the best stories ever told in Resident Evil. That's my opinion. I'm sticking to it.
No problem. We'll be there. That was the doc. She'll see us next week. Hey now. Think positively, alright?
Yeah, Supon, think positively.
I
You
know.
negative bastard.
We hardly talk about anything else. I keep telling you, it's not Rose that I'm worried about.
Well then what are you worried about?
You
Look.
eating
She's gonna be fine. I just know it. What else matters?
We matter, Ethan! You matter! You just won't.
Mia, what are you talking about? Is there something you're not telling me? Come on, talk to
You know the
me.
way everyone says, why doesn't Ethan tell Chris from the start what's going on?
I have to
Why
take
doesn't
this.
why doesn't Mia tell Ethan what's going on with him? That he's actually dead. That's one for you. And Ethan wakes up from one nightmare. And is thrown right into his worst nightmare. Supon, you're entitled to your opinions. I'm not going to take away your opinions, but I have mine as well.
What
So
are you
please
talking
respect my
about?
opinions too.
Where's Chris Redfield? And Rose? Fuck. What the hell happened here?
Live chat time. Basically a party to see if you're having a boy or a girl. People do it different. Yeah, exactly. Some people have like, I think it's like a blue balloon and a pink balloon, and if this confetti comes out of the blue balloon, then it's a boy. It's one of the ways they do it. It wasn't really shocking. What was shocking, that she took a bullet like a champ and still didn't not. Supon. Let me read that again. What was shocking is that she took a bullet like a champ and still did not die. She didn't die because she's a biological weapon, Supon. She's got extra strength. That's why she didn't die. She's Mother Miranda. She's the final boss in the game. Of course, she's not going to just take one bullet and die. And his acting is bad. That's your opinion. I respect your opinion. I think his acting is fantastic. I think there's a reason why Resident Evil Village won Joystick Game of the Year, the Joystick Gaming Awards, and it won other Game of the Year awards as well. And it was a Game of the Year contender in Jeff Keighley's Game Awards. There's a reason for that, because the game is quality. So I think his acting is fantastic. That's my opinion. I'm sticking to it. I respect your opinion, Supon, though. Coulson, I just missed the fact that he's heading out. Well, I hope to see Coulson again very soon, and I thank him for checking out the live stream. When I saw that trailer, I knew they're going to do something, which Chris really isn't the bad guy. Yeah, I mean, I knew straight away that Chris wasn't going to be just this bland bad guy. You know, that was going to be an explanation, and by God, the explanation was fantastic. This is the scene where it's a real Mia. I had to fight with someone in the Discord that didn't believe that was Mia. You're negative. No one is as negative as you are, Supon. You literally said that Metroid makes you want to puke. Because Mia is stressed and scared, and bitch word, I am disappointed there's no silver bullets in this game. That would be too Buffy the Vampire Slayer. That would just be... This is Resident Evil we're talking about here, you know. I respect you, Daddy. Thank you. Did he keep the phone and use it as a flashlight? No. It won because of Big Mama. No, it didn't. That's not even an opinion. It didn't. I wish Giancarlo won. You're always welcome, homie. Thank you. Coulson is still here. Thank you so much. Listen, thank you so much for watching this live stream, and I will catch you in the next one. Have a good night, man. Have a good night to this gay. And yeah, see, that's why you're negative, Supon. That's why you're negative. And into the woods we go. I really, really hope that this game gets VR2 support. Because I want to shit myself. the first of many injuries that Ethan Winters suffers in this game. That terrified me first time round. Oh, the first Lycan. Like, I don't care. I respect people's opinion, but I don't care what anyone says. This, in my opinion, you know, going back playing it again now, this is more terrifying than going around an empty corner in a mansion and seeing a zombie eating someone's head off. To me, this is more atmospheric, and it's more terrifying. That's just my opinion, and I stand by it, and I stick to it. I stick to it. It won't be too buffy. It will be very limited. Yeah, but you're saying silver bullets. You know that the myth that a silver bullet kills a werewolf. Like, you want an actual werewolf, a mythical creature, to appear in Resident Evil. Resident Evil is not mythology. It's not myth. Resident Evil has always been explained through science fiction. At the end of the day, this fungus is explained through science. It doesn't exist in real life, but it could, to an extent, exist. There is no werewolves. Werewolves don't exist. So you literally want silver bullets to appear in this game, and a silver bullet will deal damage to a werewolf. That would put Resident Evil in the realm of a completely different world, different game, different realm. It wouldn't feel like Resident Evil. So I would not want that. I would not want that at all. So much I'd rather play Resident Evil 5 than this. Okay, look, you've made your opinion. Look, I respect your opinion, Supon, but to be quite blunt about it, I don't need to hear your opinion over and over and over and over and over again. Yeah, you love Resident Evil 5. I get it. Okay? Has better inventory, better... It's your opinion. I disagree with you. But it's your opinion. You want Resident Evil 4 VR. I know. I think the reason why the werewolf bite that hand because of blood smelling. Well, at the end of the day, a lot of these biological weapons, they crave blood because they're an instinct to feed. That's kind of why. There is no werewolves in this game. Werewolves don't exist. They don't exist in the real world, and they don't exist in Resident Evil's universe. God, I am such a nerd for Resident Evil. Well, you're a fan of Resident Evil, yes. But I think you need to understand a few things as well, though, about Resident Evil. You know? You could learn a bit about Resident Evil, too. Like for an example, like the werewolves, you know, are never going to... Actual werewolves are never actually going to appear in Resident Evil. And the reason why Mia Winters could take so many bullets and not just die is because she is not just a human, she's actually a biological weapon. So you're a fan of Resident Evil, but I still think you need to be a bit, educated on Resident Evil from a long-term Resident Evil fan like myself. That crow is the best part of the game. What a masterpiece. Give it the best performance. Now you're just being an asshole. Dark environments are more scary than the open night mansion. But they're not werewolves, Supon. You claim to be a Resident Evil nerd, but here you are calling them werewolves. They're not actually werewolves, Supon. They're Lycans. They're actually Lycans. The reason why they have a wolf-like appearance, if you actually paid attention to the game, you'd know that it was used by taking DNA of a wolf, and it was merged with the Unimycet parasite, basically, put into a human host. So it's not an actual werewolf. There's no actual werewolves in Resident Evil Village, Mr. Resident Evil nerd. It wouldn't be Buffy. It would feel like Buffy. There is no werewolves in the game. I am not being an asshole. I'm not that crow. Okay, I thought you were being sarcastic. Fair enough. I know they're Lycans, but fair enough. You want to call them werewolves? A lot of people call them werewolves, but they're not actual werewolves. I from time to time call them werewolves too, but just to be clear, they're not werewolves. Oh, I know. Yeah, everyone calls Lily a vampire. I know that. But they're not. You're the one going on about silver bullets. Like, I don't think the fans, the Resident Evil fans, like myself, who from time to time refer to Lycans as werewolves, we don't go around saying, wouldn't it be great if the game had silver bullets? Because we know that they're not actually werewolves. That's what I'm saying. Oh, I sense an argument, man. Yeah, exactly, man. I'm just gonna keep playing, man. I sense an argument. I don't want an argument. I don't have the energy for an argument. But to me, these dark, atmospheric, creepy locations is just as terrifying, if not more terrifying, than the settings in the original Resident Evil games. And that's saying something, because I love my Resident Evil games, my original Resident Evil games, you know. But this is just look, just noises like that terrifies me, like. See, everyone scares differently, and I respect that. I do. I really do respect that. Everyone scares differently. Silver bullets wouldn't hurt. But see, Supon, silver bullets are silver bullets in mythology were used to damage, wound, and even kill werewolves, which again don't exist. They're mythical creatures, right? Werewolves are mythical creatures that don't exist in the real world and don't exist in Resident Evil. And silver bullets were mythical weapons used to combat them. So you're saying that they wouldn't hurt the game. That's your opinion. I respect your opinion, but I think it would really hurt the game, because it would acknowledge, by putting silver bullets in the game, then they would acknowledge the existence of werewolves, which would really hurt the game. But I respect your opinion. Original RE games are so underrated by the community. It's because a lot of the community are actually Zoomers, and they are pretty much new to the series as far as the history of the series, because their first Resident Evil games would have been like 4 onwards, or 4 onwards or 5 onwards, and like that's when like Nintendo and Capcom together propelled the Resident Evil series into the mainstream, made it so popular that a lot of these Zoomers are playing Resident Evil for, because of action. So I think a lot of that community will never be able to respect and appreciate the older Resident Evil games. Alan Wake is scary with the noises. I love games like that. I love games. I love the sound design of the game. Yeah, sound is everything. They don't respect RE2 and RE3. They prefer remakes of them. Because the remakes are aimed at, to be fair, like they're definitely a lot more casual compared to the original versions, that's for sure. I prefer the original RE2 and RE3. Same here. Great remakes, but I'm the same as well. Mother Miranda. See, I just love that. I just love hearing like noises like that. Like, terrifies me. No, rats don't terrify me. Though. I don't be scared of rats. I hate what they made the Leon and Claire B runs confusing in the remake. I didn't really have an issue, personally. I mean, that's just terrifying right now. Just hearing all the banging and... It's still scary. I have goosebumps. To me, that's a lot more terrifying than... I mean, I'm actually making it like I'm bashing the old Resident Evil game. I sound like a zoomer. But no, I mean, you know me. I love classic Resident Evil games. But I'm just saying, this is fucking terrifying. Like, this is like on a whole different level. This is what I mean. Like, Capcom completely revitalized survival horror with 7 and with Village. This is terrifying. I know everyone scares differently, but this to me is terrifying. And a lot of people, I know a lot of people would agree with me on that. I know, personally, a lot of people would actually agree with me on this. He's bleeding. One of many injuries that this guy is going to get. It's going to get. Mommy, I need milk. Ah, don't be simping over Lady D, you know, for the love of God. If you love noises like, do you love Alan Wake? There's lots of games like that out there, not just Alan Wake, but I appreciate what you're saying. Alan Wake is the game that scares me. I don't know why RE games don't. I know, as I said, everyone scares differently, and I appreciate that. Yeah, I understand you, Johnny. This is more scariest. This is the more scariest than the guy say. Exactly. It's just like the original Resident Evil. See, this is what I like about how far video game hardware has come. Like, you can do a lot now with the hardware to make games the more scarier. But I'm just trying to say, like, this is scary, you know. And in certain areas, it's even scarier than the original Resident Evil games. And I respect the fact, Supon, that you scare differently. I scare differently than you, so you could find something terrifying that I could be like, the hell, that wasn't scary, you know, and vice versa, Supon. It's called, what is this? That's what Barry Burton would say if he was here. He's not, though. Supon, I can't wait for the DLC to be revealed. Hopefully it'll get revealed at the showcase. Don't forget about that leak, so-called leak, a fake leak. Because I think a lot of people would expect the Village DLC to get shown anyway. I want it to get revealed. It needs to get revealed. It definitely does. Our trigger hard mode on. You mean adaptive trigger? Yeah. That's what my friend said to me when he got a PS5. When does the trigger get? When does the trigger get hard? That's funny.
Where the hell am I?
You're in hell, Ethan. You're in hell. Can I give it an interesting observation? This reminds me of Breath of the Wild. Because when Link comes out of his... Oh, what's it called again? He's like chamber, right? The first thing, like he's on a ledge like this, and he can see out in front of him the whole world of Hyrule. And the path is exactly the same. He kind of goes down the path like this. Oh no, never mind. Forget it. I thought you couldn't. I hadn't played a game for a while. I thought you go. I was see. I was reminded of Breath of the Wild. In Breath of the Wild, you kind of go around here and you go. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Just me being me. I can't sleep. A good stream like this makes me want to sleep, but I don't want to. But I don't know if I should take that as a compliment or an insult. So you're basically saying that I'm putting you to sleep. I mean, how do I not take that as an insult? Like, those mountains look amazing. It's hidden very well. Yeah, it's hidden. Poor horse. Poor horsey. enter. No, not that, it's a compliment. I am saying I wasn't feeling sleepy before, but I feel sleepy now. I know, but like it's kind of like it's hard not to take it as an insult, because you're literally saying that I'm putting you to sleep, like, by making you feel sleepy. Not horsey. Why so horses have to die? No, keeping my horse alive, and I knew you were going to bring up Red Dead Redemption 2, was hard. I had a lot of different save files and stuff to make it come back. The sound design in the game. Oh, so even the sound design was actually a category in the Game Awards as well. This is me getting lost now again. It's embarrassing. You know, even though I play games over and over and over again, I have to admit I still do get lost. But one thing I do want to do before I think it's in here. There we go. Now, remember back in the house, back in Ethan and Mia's house, there was a teddy, a monkey teddy. Well, here it is. And he even says, what is this doing here? Did you see that? He even references it. He actually makes reference to the fact. He said, what is this doing here? Now, I doubt very much that Chris's men decided to take the monkey with them, because they were downstairs. I don't think like Rose Winter said, I want my teddy. And one of Chris's men went upstairs, got the teddy and brought it down. So what is it doing here? As Ethan says, what is this doing here? I always find that very interesting. And soon you're going to see a scrapbook, and then when you go into the castle, you're going to see a bottle of wine. So that, as I mentioned at the start of the live stream, those 3 items appear in the village. I still can't quite figure out what that's actually about. Any thoughts on that, Supan? It's because Red Dead Redemption 2 best game ever. Alan Wake 2 when? I don't know when it's coming out. It's a summer game fest of this Game of the Year next year. Probably be Game of the Year, I'd say. See? Same monkey. I always find that interesting. I always wonder what is that actually about? As I slowly get lost in the village. Even though I've played this game there's actually a trophy for opening all of these doors in one playthrough. Oh, that's the trophy, yeah. Maybe they took the doll and Miranda brought the baby here. No, see, that's what I'm saying. They couldn't take the doll because the doll was upstairs in the bedroom in the cot, right? The baby cot. Chris's men came in downstairs. So again, I doubt they went upstairs and got the teddy bear and brought it back down. Doesn't make any sense. Miranda was being shot to death, so she couldn't take the thing either. Like, when did people die here immediately? I don't know the exact time, to be honest. I love Resident Evil live gameplay. Thank you so much, Dark Green Marine. You are very welcome to Green Hill Gaming. How are you doing, Dark Green? Thank you for checking out my Resident Evil Village live stream. Enjoy. I got this trophy on my first playthrough, not a flex. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff.
What happened?
But Supan, it is a question that a lot of people would like to get answered. Some people actually want to see what happened in the village in DLC, as a matter of fact. first weapon.
Did they just run out of the house?
PewDiePie also got a trophy on his playthrough. Well, good for him. Goat's head is completely normal. Yeah, it's culture. It's culture. Did you know that people eat brains of animals? Yeah, yeah. Well, like, I mean, we eat other parts of the body, so I mean, eating their brains is no different. It's the ward off evil spirits.
No, friendly.
Who are you? Who sent you?
Nobody. There was an accident down the road and... What's going on?
Oh, no. They're coming.
Who is? What the hell was that?
You have a gun?
What?
Please tell me you have a gun.
No, why would I?
Sorry, it's there. Take it! Take it! No,
Are you listening?
hey!
So long for that guy. Like, the horror is, as you can see, the horror is more intense than has ever been in the Resident Evil series with Resident Evil Village.
Dead body?
Like, this is intense, you know? What would happen if you leave the knife here? That's what I want to find out. I like your way of thinking. I hope they don't eat Mahals. They do. Worst aimer of shotguns. I reckon he actually does shoot Ethan, but because Ethan is already dead, he doesn't really mind. Why don't we get his double barrel shotgun? I prefer double barrel shotgun than a pump shotgun. Okay, good maybe. This was weird. That guy pulls him in and he is gone immediately. Well, he's a Lycan after all, isn't he? That makes sense, like, you know?
Jesus Christ.
He ain't gonna save you here.
What the hell is wrong with this place?
You can actually see the Lycan. Oh god, see, Supon, can I just highlight that moment there? The player is fixated on what appears to be a Lycan in front of you. But then out of nowhere, this Lycan shows up from your left and bites you. That is a very intelligent jump scare. And you mightn't find that scary, but I do. And to me, that's a lot more scarier than, you know, some of the stuff in even earlier Resident Evil games. My personal opinion, though. My personal opinion. Jesus Christ, they ain't saving you. Thank you. So that's kind of the first time that you, as the player, encounter a Lycan. Compare that to the first time that you, as the player, encounter a zombie in the original Resident Evil. This is a lot more intense. Like this, the Capcom has really, really elevated the series, you know. brain dead this time.
What the hell?
Actually, I've unlimited ammo. I actually forgot about that. This jump scare is actually good because we think the guy is in front of us, and that's exactly what I just said. But I didn't find it scary because I heard him from my left. Well, that's your opinion, but I found it terrifying. Getting his finger cut off was more scary than this guy. See, you have a different way of finding things. Like, you find someone's finger being cut off is scary. It doesn't affect me because I know I'm seeing a video game. If I saw it in real life, I'd be terrified. So again, everyone scares differently. Nice shot. You have an infinite ammo. Well, I earned it. I earned that infinite ammo. Actually, there may be health, maybe. The classic green herb. It's great the fact they actually brought back the green herb. Magic healing juice. Nothing. That's just going to make the game cheesy. I wish you played on hardcore now because you're playing with infinite ammo. Green Herb Gaming reference. Yeah. Supon, there's plenty of time for you know, like difficult playthroughs. I took down Jack Baker in his final form with a survival knife, with a pocket knife. So that's my proudest Resident Evil accomplishment. That's a jump scare right there. And if that doesn't scare you, I respect that, but it scared me, and I know that it scared a lot of other people as well. I like how the radio said, see, like, I like how the radio said nothing, but then this jump scare, like, oh, no, there was nothing. Anyway, that genuinely scared me the first time. Obviously, you know what's coming the second time around, but it bloody well terrified me. Poor guy. This is actually terrifying me right now, to be honest with you.
any survivors out there, come to Louisa's house near the fields.
Survivors?
I'd like to please play with infinite ammo off, Yanni. I need to see that stress of you caring for ammo. Maybe another time, Supon, but not right now. Again, Supon, you want to talk about stress. You want to talk about stress in Resident Evil. Again, I took down the final form of Jack Baker in Resident Evil 7 with a pocket knife. That was stressful. And that was a Madhouse difficulty as well, may I add. The hardest difficulty in the game. So that's my moment of fame. Yeah, that's my proud moment.
Damn it.
What am I getting hang on ammo for? And I actually have infinite ammo, and I'm still getting the hang on rounds.
There's no end to them.
Look at him. the hell? Fuck, you come from me, kid. Oh, this is part of the cutscene. It's a bit like Resident Evil 4. Chainsaw guy. Everyone forgets to block in Resident Evil 7 and Resident Evil 8. It's forgettable. It actually is, yeah. Oh, nice. Bet you still die. Shotty's looking ability. That's what I always say when I see a shotgun in a game. The Last of Us Part 2 shotgun is OP and brutal. You can see someone's guts when you shoot from the shotgun. It's so realistic. This place is timed for 5 minutes. Yeah, it's a bit like Resident Evil 4. I was thinking that, alright. Yanni's getting surrounded. I know, yeah. On hard mode, I was scared for the future of the game because when I was playing, I thought the hard is actually hard, but eventually it got really easy when you finish the castle. Well, good stuff. I was scared that the Lycans were like 25 handgun shot kill, and you died like 2 to 4 hits in hard mode. That looked hot. They were never in horse. Yeah, there was actually supposed to be like you were supposed to be going up against enemies like that. You need to shave, buddy. Why were they never in horse later in the game? That looks so cool. I know there's a lot of cut content from the game. It's shown in the concept art. There's, yeah, a lot of cut concept. I think Resident Evil is the king of cut content. So Resident Evil 1.5, which is basically the original Resident Evil 2, was a full game. Yeah, what's up, Santa? It was a full game, like. That's how far in development they actually got. I need to play Ghost of Tsushima. I miss parrying in the game so much.
Wait.
It's the old lady.
In life and in death, we give glory.
Hello? You shouldn't be out here. It's not safe. What the hell? Hey, can you hear me?
It's you, the child's father.
Child? Hey, wait. Do you mean Rose? Is she here?
Rose! Rose, yes. She is in great danger. Since Mother Miranda brought her to the village, we have fallen into darkness.
What are you talking about? The monsters?
The castle bell heralds danger. They're coming!
No. Wait. Where's Rose? Who's Mother Miranda?
The bell tolls for us all. They're coming again!
Rose is here?
That's awesome, Mother Miranda. She can disguise herself. I don't like how they cut content. I know, yeah, especially the 81 content. First of all, how the fuck got a bandage that the Santa gave him as a present for being a good boy? You disgust me, old hag. There's nothing scary about a woman with a stick having 2 skulls. I never said she was scary. I have PTSD right now. I am still sad about the death of a character. It happened so fast. The death was unexpected, even for the actors. I know. Well, it's good storytelling. That is very good storytelling, like, you know. What's the knife again? I actually forget how to use a knife. Do you actually have to equip it? I thought it was something there. So I haven't played a game for a while, so I've been playing a lot of classic Resident Evil games, and you kind of get reminded when you go back and play, 7 in Village. It feels very like Call of Duty-esque, like even with the first person and stuff. Switching weapons and stuff. Yeah. That right there is the Mutamai set. Say hello, Mutamai set. KC is in the live chat. Hello KC, welcome back to Green Hill Gaming. How are you doing? Hope you enjoyed my live stream of Resident Evil Village. Better Call Saul is the best prequel and spin-off movie shows ever. Superhero movies are shows overrated. They are big money makers. I'm glad the Top Gun Maverick made 100 million in the opening. They didn't make anywhere near as what Sonic the Hedgehog 2 made though. Prue, have you played The Evil Within, Johnny? I have. KC, how was your... Jesus Christ, don't, Supon. Please, don't. Supon, I forgot you were a kid, so I was surprised you were legitimately into this type of alcohol drink. What the fuck, KC? Don't you mean, how's my Irish whiskey? No, I mean, how are you? How are you doing? KC, that's what I meant. How are you doing? This is actually the grave of Eva, which is Mother Miranda's daughter. This is what this story is pretty much all about. Sonic's a superhero. No, not really. Don't what? Just don't be making things weird, like what you said. How was your, Did you get all the goats, Yanni? I don't know. There's one goat in the church. I think I did. Remember the last time we talked, we were talking about beer drinks. You talk about drinks all the time, Casey. And one near the house. Yeah, so how does Irish whiskey taste like? I always shoot them. I keep thinking something's going to be inside them. I don't know why I'm getting handgun ammo, because I actually have unlimited ammo, like, it's so funny. headshot. And I don't care what anyone says, the enemies are a lot tougher and more intelligent than what they are in the original Resident Evil games. Again, I don't care what anyone says. Opinion is the opinion, like, but I think it's pretty much factual that the enemies are far more tougher. Oh, my eyes. Very unfair. What do you mean? What's unfair? The gun feels so hard to aim. It does. Thank you for saying that. The aiming is just bad. Well, thank you. No, don't feel as bad. There is this setting which you can turn to make the aiming a little bit better. Oh, I didn't know that. Why do I always get lost in this area? It's the tall grass, like.
Close the door, please.
Hey, what are you doing here?
Stay back.
Please, don't hurt us.
Whoa. It's okay. I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm just glad to see normal people at last. Have you seen any other survivors?
No. They're all in Louisa's house. And she's not answering and the gate is locked.
Quiet girl. He's an outsider.
Oh. Shit, we're sitting ducks in here. Can your old man walk?
No. One of the monsters cut him. He's lost a lot of blood. We have to get into Louisa's house.
Quiet. There must be a way inside. Stay here. Be quiet. And don't move until I get those gates open.
Irish whiskey tastes limey with a warm feeling down your tummy, as if we just got. Sorry, Casey. I'm going to put you in the timeout. Please don't take it personally. I just can't be putting up with this right now. Turn off the accelerator camera in the settings. The accelerator. Oh, no, it's fine. It's okay. It's okay. Thanks for the tip, though. You old man. Yeah. Eating hands always makes me laugh. I know. How does liquors and drugs? Well, sorry, I just had to. You're a Muslim, Supon, so you shouldn't be asking those questions. Yeah. Oh. I just want to know how it feels. It's 2 a.m. It's gone midnight here. The fuck? I was supposed to knock at her. Suban, I thought you were supposed to go to this house and. Suban. I know I haven't played a game for a while now, but oh no, never mind. I forgot they have to come in as well. I was wondering. I forgot about them.
It's clear.
Hurry! Hurry!
I completely forgot about that. I was wondering what was going on. I love how PewDiePie doesn't remember the poster boy of Resident Evil, but remembers Spencer. Well, respect for him that he remembers Spencer. Spencer is the most pivotal character of the entire Resident Evil series. Everything starts with Spencer.
Took your damn time.
Oh, you're welcome.
He's not used to relying on other people. I'm sorry.
I hate they get killed off so quickly. You mean Spencer? Oh, you mean them? Oh, you mean them? You mean them? That's all right. I mean, should look at Resident Evil 1. I mean, members of the Alpha team and Bravo team just killed off so quickly.
We'll be safe in here.
It's just that because of next generation hardware, well, technically current gen hardware, because of modern hardware, everything is more cinematic. So you kind of have more of a kind of, you know, because they look so real and sound so real, you've got this like an emotional connection to them. So it's yeah, that's why we kind of be like, oh no, you know, but yeah.
Won't we?
Safer here than out there, that's for sure. Hey.
Shut up, you old gay ass Mr. Ford. Who are you talking to?
Do you know anything about what's going on around here?
It doesn't make any sense. Mother Miranda has always protected us.
Nobody's answer.
Father? We have to get inside.
Hello? Anybody home?
Maybe a familiar voice. Louisa! Open up! It's me, Elena!
Stop shouting. You'll draw the monsters.
Julian, calm down.
Who's this?
A friend!
Stay back.
Father! For God's sake, Julian, let us in.
No, they'll smell the blood. You'll endanger us all.
My father will die out here.
That's not...
That's pretty cool, Supon. Like in a meet and greet event. The voice of Snake. That's legendary. Nice. How does Metal Gear Solid, the original one, have original good voice acting? Because that game was one of the greatest games ever made. Hands down. It was way ahead of its time. It had like this just absolutely quality voice acting and storytelling. Metal Gear Solid. It's not the original one, by the way. It's actually the third Metal Gear in the series. There was Metal Gear 2, Solid Snake, and then Metal Gear Solid. It's just that to a lot of us over here in the West, or really not, well, me in the West, we would consider Metal Gear Solid to be like the first because it's the only one we were aware of. But technically it's the third game in the series. In a gaming event in Canada, nice one. Why is everyone an asshole in this game?
Not my problem.
What's going on?
These people want to let a dying man into our...
It's because they're cut off from the outside world. Mother Miranda has them, you know, like brainwashed, you know. Everyone who isn't part of the village is an outsider. And especially with all these bizarre events going on in the village, everyone turning into lichens, and you know, they're cautious of who they let into their village.
Our home.
Come now, these people are our friends. Go on, go inside. Come now.
It's the third game in the story-wise, but not... No, it is the third game released. It is the third game released, Supon. There was the original Metal Gear that released in the 80s. Then there was Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake, also released in the 80s on like old gaming consoles, including the NES. And then there was Metal Gear Solid on PlayStation. So it actually is the third game. And it actually isn't the third game story-wise. You're actually wrong there. Story-wise. Story-wise, it's actually Metal Gear Solid 3. Then Metal Gear Solid, the PSP games, continuing Big Boss's story. Then there is Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. Then there is the first game in the series, Metal Gear, the first game released, and then there's the second game released, Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake, and the third game that was released, Metal Gear Solid. I wasn't counting Metal Gear original games, and well, you have to count them. That's stupid, Superman. That's kind of stupid, no, like. That's kind of stupid, no, like. You know? That's like saying, if Red Dead Redemption 3 came out right now, I wouldn't count Red Dead Redemption 1 and 2. That's kind of stupid. You kind of have to, as I said to you, the first game, story-wise, is actually Metal Gear Solid 3. So yeah, just wanted to correct that for you, Supine. It's okay. You're not that familiar with Metal Gear. That's okay. I need the PSP games like Metal Gear 2 on the PS Plus, but that ain't coming. Yeah, hopefully it will though. Because Konami's after. Well, I don't know if it's Konami or Sony, to be honest with you. I'd say if out of the two, it's definitely Konami. They removed the Silent Hill collection and the Metal Gear Solid collection as well.
This way. You're not from this film.
Yeah, but Redemption 3 wouldn't count because... Anyway, look, what I'm going to say to you is... Again, I'm going to say it again. I'm going to say it again. Metal Gear. Okay. So, the Metal Gear series, right? The Metal Gear series in terms of games released. So, there was Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake, Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty, Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, Metal Gear Solid 4 Guns of the Patriots, Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zero, Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain. Okay? In terms of the timeline of the Metal Gear series, there is Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, there is the Metal Gear Solid games on PSP, including Peace Walker, then there is Metal Gear Solid 5, the Ground Zeroes, and Phantom Pain. Then there was Metal Gear, then there was Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake, then there was Metal Gear Solid, then there's Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty, then there's Metal Gear Solid 4 Guns of the Patriots. Hope that explains things for you. Yeah, there you go. Okay. I haven't played the very... Oh, sure, of course, I wasn't even born. I wasn't born either. When those, what the fuck was that? I wasn't born when those games came out either. So, yeah. Same here, man. Same here. But I actually have Metal Gear, though. I actually have Metal Gear on the NES. I should stream it sometime, shouldn't I? Everyone calls Metal Gear Solid 5 a mediocre game. Ah, well, they're idiots. They're idiots for saying that, in my opinion.
No. I'm Ethan.
Yulian, go make yourself useful and check the ground.
Okay, so I'm going to watch this cutscene. So you can comment away, but I'll reply to the comments after I watch this cutscene. It's a long cutscene though, so just bear with me.
I said go! Well, if Elena trusts you, then so do I. Come inside, Ethan. Wait here. I'll check on the others.
Okay, so earlier we saw the return of the monkey teddy bear back at the start of the village, which was in your house. It just magically appeared in the village. Then there was a scrapbook as well in the house, which is here. Now, it isn't the exact same scrapbook, but it's still a scrapbook. So it's interesting. It's just very interesting that a scrapbook just happens to appear. I have some weird, wild theories that I'm going to discuss later. But bear in mind that Ethan is dead. He's already dead. Just want to say that. It's fact. What's the story of Metal Gear? My interpretation is a misinterpretation of a legendary soldier who helped the West win World War II. The boss. Big Boss's mentor. The mother of Ocelot. She was up in space and she saw the world as one. And it struck her. And when she came back down to Earth, she had this goal of unifying the world. Because this was a time when, there was world wars. The world was at war. Nation against nation, border against border. Politics determining who's the good guy and who's the bad guy. She wanted to bring the world together and to leave the world as it is, but respecting the will of others while fighting for our own beliefs. That will, the boss's will, right, got misinterpreted like a religious prophet. We all know how people misinterpret religion. And that set in motion the events of pretty much every Metal Gear game, including the first game in the timeline, Metal Gear Solid 3, where Big Boss, was trying to figure out what was going on. Why did the boss defect to the Soviet Union? And it's basically lots of different people think that they have to control the world in order to bring it together, through the threat of nuclear weaponry. That's the only way that they can put it anyway. Okay, it's a very complicated timeline, but that's my interpretation of the story anyway. Now, the very old ones basically is you actually have Solid Snake, which is the cloned, one of the cloned sons of Big Boss. Actually, he starts off working for Big Boss. Big Boss is his commander in Foxhound to infiltrate an enemy base and to destroy Metal Gear, which is basically a nuclear tank, which could threaten the world. But you actually find out that the leader is actually Big Boss himself. And I think in Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake, you actually find out that he's your father. That was the first one. That's just a little bit about the story. I'm going to go to bed in a few. I feel tired. Half of my head hurts. I'm sorry to hear that, man. I'll be ending the live stream after this cutscene, so if you want to wait, if you can, Big Mistake, Woman Eaten is Secret Psycho Killer. It's the exact same book, actually. He was dead when Jack stomped him. Yeah. As soon as Jack stomped him, he was dead.
Come inside, the others are waiting.
What the fuck is this? Outsiders, you're gonna get us all killed.
Quiet, Anton. He helped Leonardo and Elena.
We were doing fine by ourselves.
Please, Ethan, take a seat.
Is this all that's left? From your entire village?
All that's left? All that's left? There is no one left! A worthless invalid?
You had two outsiders. KC, I put you in the timeout because I wasn't, to be quite honest with you and to be quite upfront with you, I wasn't in the mood for your just bullshit, basically. Somehow he got in contact with the mold. Okay. And this guy is the worst guy ever in video game history.
Stupid, wailing bitch! And you! You drag a bloody man and an outsider in here like it's nothing? And expect to be all safe? There is no safe! Every sorry bastard out there has been ripped in half. But tomorrow we'll all be dead. Just like her damn husband. Put a sock in it, Roxana!
That's enough! This house has protected my family for generations. And drunk or not, you are all welcome and safe in here.
Whatever.
Can someone please tell me what the hell is going on here?
We don't know. One day we were a quiet, devout village, and the next, the monsters came and attacked us. And they kept coming.
Wait, Louisa, where is your husband? Did they?
No. No, he is out there. Somewhere. He went to get help. Yes, that's it. He went to fetch help.
Let us pray. For him. For all of us.
Good idea. Come. Gather.
Great ones, hear our voice. Together as one in reverence, we call on thee within the endless dark to deliver us into fate's hands. As the midnight moon rises on black wings, so we make our sacrifice and await the light at the end. In life and in death, we give you glory, Mother Miranda.
Now, the tea should be ready. Come help me, Elena, please.
That prayer, I've heard it before. There was an old woman near the graveyard.
You mean the hag?
I'll pause that cutscene because it actually is a quite long cutscene. Actually, there'll be a build-up of comments otherwise. Psych, you're going to die today. I never left. I just left the timeout off, to be honest, because that's just the kind of guy I am. Oh, so you think it's funny? Okay. I don't think it's funny. But laugh away and sit back and enjoy the rest of the live stream, KC. Your family were failure. Ethan, stop asking questions already. Okay, KC. Weird for ritual. Mother Miranda, get from me, you wish. When did you hear the prayer, which makes me confused? The old lady, not the full prayer, but just a little bit of it.
Bitch is crazy as a bag of rats.
There is wisdom in her devotion, though. And I hope it protected her as it shall protect us.
What are you doing?
Leonardo, what's wrong? Are you okay?
What a scene.
Father!
Elena, no, stay back!
No, let me go!
You know, actually, going back playing Village after playing a lot of classic Resident Evil games, Code Veronica, the original, Mariad. I played a bit of Resident Evil Director's Cut as well. Resident Evil 4 earlier today. Playing classic Resident Evil games and then playing Village makes me appreciate just how much effort Capcom has put into revitalizing the Resident Evil series and just really, oh my god, just refreshing the concept of survival horror. This is in a league of its own. This is beyond anything Resident Evil has ever done. These really horror cinematic scenes, really just superb storytelling. These really like emotional scenes. Oh, it's in a league of its own. It really is.
We have to go!
Oh, fucking hell.
Let him go!
Elena?
I said no!
Nick, what a scene that is there, right? What's a bag of rats? I can't poop my... okay. I ain't alright, B word. His voice here seems amazing, the way it's infected. I know it's quality. I'm gonna kill Widow. I want to hug you. That ain't Ethan. That's Elena. That's Jill. That's Jill Valentine. Gotcha.
Oh my god. I'm so sorry, Father.
Do you know what I want to see in the Resident Evil Village DLC is a continuation of Chris Redfield's story where he goes to the BSAA. But remember who's also a member of the BSAA? Jill Valentine. So that's gone over people's heads, hasn't it? So I actually would love to see this kind of conflict, like between Chris and Jill, because they debuted in the original Resident Evil, and they're obviously allies. They were friends or colleagues. You know what I mean? They're partners. So wouldn't it be great to see them in conflict, like Jill Valentine completely in support of the BSAA, right, and what they're doing, but obviously, like, you know, she'll kind of see Chris's side to an extent, but she believes in the BSAA and what they're doing, you know. But Chris Redfield's like, no, I'm not having that, you know. And to see this conflict between the two, that would be great. I think, be fantastic. Yeah, bring back Jill Valentine in that fashion. We want Jill. Jill and Leon never met officially. No, they didn't. They don't need to, though. I'm not inclined to be one of those people you see on YouTube. Oh, bring Leon and Jill together. Why? Like, I presume that's what Capcom are. You know, that's their, like, why? What would be the reason? Just for no reason at all. We just put Leon and Jill together. Why? You know, it's stupid. Like, it's stupid.
Hey, that wasn't your father anymore. You did the right thing. Elena, no! There's nothing you can do!
Papa!
This entire place is collapsing!
No!
You couldn't save him. He was already gone.
Leave me alone!
No, we're getting out of here. Together.
That kind of storytelling has never been experienced in any Resident Evil game before.
I gotta get out of here.
Not on that level anyway. Without a shadow of a doubt. I remember playing the demo. I think it was the demo. Yeah, it was the demo. And I could not find these keys. Or the screwdriver, I mean. There's a bottle of wine. So that's another item that was back at the house, just to let you know. So there's lots of items in this game that, not lots, there's a few items in the game that you see in the house at the start of the game that just magically appear in the village.
Damn, the fire's moving fast.
Oh shit, what the fuck? There we go. I am saying they should meet each other. I am saying his mic isn't working properly. Whose mic isn't working properly? Whose mic isn't working properly? Mine. I am saying they should. No, mine is working for. I don't understand about. The demo was disappointing and shit. Because I thought it was fantastic. Resident Evil demo is the best demo in the series. Best demo in the series. It is actually. I'll admit that. Because people were like trying to solve mysteries and everything.
Step back. We can bust
including
out with
myself.
This.
Who sits from the right side? You Dumbo Eaton just opened the door. No, the old guy, his mic was so funny. He doesn't have a mic. Getting the true ending was hard. Oh, was it? Was it? It was very hard.
Ethan, are you alright?
I'm fine. Let me back up again.
The fire. There isn't any time.
Nowhere to go but up. Grab on. Hurry.
Resident Evil Village is the most cinematic Resident Evil game in the entire series. I'm gonna say cinematic. I don't mean.
Try not to breathe in the smoke.
I know.
I don't mean cinematic as in fucking Mission Impossible, over the top action like 5 and 6. It's cinematic, but it's horror. Like it's horror cinematic, you know. There is action sequences in it, yeah, of course, but it's very deep and horrific. But it's just so cinematic, quality storytelling.
Kind. I hope your family is safe.
I do too. Once we get out of here, maybe you'll get to meet them. Come on, it'll hold.
How did the funny move? Those first really this fire. Oh, its fire spreads very quickly, man. Code Veronica and RE4 was very cinematic for me. Fair enough, but I just think that Village is in a league of its own in terms of the obviously the visual quality, like, you know. So everything looks so much believable, like, and of course the voice acting is far better as well, like. So in my opinion, this game, as well as 7, is in a league of its own compared to any other Resident Evil game. The most cinematic I felt was The Last of Us Part 2. Yeah, but you're talking video games. I'm talking Resident Evil. You know what I'm saying? You're talking about in general. I mean, I'm sure I can think of better games that have better cinematics than both Resident Evil Village and The Last of Us 2 put together. But I mean Resident Evil, Supan.
There. That's our way out.
Thank God. But what then? The village is still full of monsters. We can't fight them. There's too many.
Hey, don't talk like that. We'll find a safe house to put you in until I can...
You deleted a comment. Oh no, you didn't. Never mind. What's your most cinematic game? And I'm not good with these questions. I'm just not. Over the top of my head, God of War 2018.
Find my daughter. My hunch is she's in that old castle.
No. That place is full of nothing but blood and death. And I don't want...
Because it felt like a movie from start to finish. There was no cutscenes in the game. The story was told through the game. You were always playing the game. You were never like, even though this is a cutscene, kind of. You were, well, not really a cutscene here, but you were never taken away from the experience. It felt like you were in a movie. So that's, for me, why I think God of War 2018 is the best cinematic game that I played. Again, this is my opinion. Don't worry, we'll bang in the church and make a new baby.
To be alone while you're... Father?
Elena, no.
This is tragic.
Not anymore.
Like, he's calling her name.
Father!
Wait, it's not safe. Stay there.
Do you know, I think if you compare, and I said this before when I first played Village, when you compare what Ethan Winters has went through to the original Resident Evil cast, Chris, Jill, Leon, I think Ethan has went through the worst. I just think what he saw and what he experienced is actually worse. That's just my personal opinion. Yeah, the cutscenes in the game are masterpieces. I love there's no camera cuts in the game. Exactly. So I mean, like, those usually are the best kind of cinematic games. Like.
Give me your hand.
Ethan, go. Save your daughter.
Elena, don't give up. Reach for me. God damn it!
You know, I've seen people on YouTube saying, "Oh, that shouldn't have happened. She was killed too quickly. She should have lasted longer." And they're not forgetting like other Resident Evil games where like you see a character for like 1 second and it's just dead. I mean, like, you know, come on, like.
Too much.
Like, what about the STARS members? Like, you literally see Enrico in Resident Evil 1 and he gets shot in the head by Wesker. So, like, how is that any different, like?
I just don't get it.
Why couldn't the bitch stay dead? That's what killed his daughter. He killed his daughter. I blame him. My opinion is Steve, the kid, never backed the Claire Hardy.
This place is going mad.
In case he's having an effect on you, so
Fuck is this happening again? Shit! Who's there?
Oh, stop! Mother Miranda!
Hey!
Literally just ripped his heart out. Because that is how Mother Miranda rocks.
What was that?
That was Mother Miranda. If you stop and think of it, this game is very similar to Resident Evil 4. Not just in terms of the location, like the visuals, just in general.
Death. Yes. Death has visited them all.
What's wrong with it? That's crazy, bitch. I don't even know how to zoom in. Never mind. You were laughing at me, you crazy bitch. Okay, so this is going to be the end of the live stream. Thank you so much for watching, Supon, and for everyone else, to everyone else for watching. RE5, there was this one guy. When you really actiony, there was one entire level of shooting people. I've played it, man. I've played 5. I mean, I might bash it, like, but I've actually played it, like. It's actually a good game, just a terrible Resident Evil game. Don't hurt your hand, you dumbo. Who was that guy that literally said Mother Miranda Eden? I don't know. You immediately change your appearance by a bitch word. It wasn't. There's one goat on top. I know. I know. I'm not too bothered. I'm not too bothered by it, to be honest with you. Just double checking to see if I save like the old. Nice that they brought back the typewriters as well, actually, isn't it? I like that. Oh no, was that part of the DLC? I forget. It is, isn't it? No, I don't know. It doesn't matter. Yeah, so that's going to do it for the live stream. I'm going to get some sleep now. I'm sure Supon is as well. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next live stream.